Sunlight may not be the best known name on the UK market, but it's well worth a look if you seek an affordable, versatile coach-built motorhome. It's an offshoot of German firm Detlefs, and like its sister brand Corrado, it's aimed at the more youthful, less well-heeled end of the market. The van you see behind me is the entry-level T60. It's a two-berth based on a 130 horsepower Fiat Ducato and can be had for less than £40,000. Being a Continental model, it does have its drawbacks. The door is on the offside here, rather than the near side as is more familiar. Likewise the awning light. And it has that Continental must, a huge rear garage, ideal for storing bikes or, in this case, stacks and stacks of brochures. Like every door on this van, it also has a neat little retaining lug, which is a really nice touch. You can also tell that this is a budget model from the steel wheels and the simple graphics, and the fact that it sits so high over its chassis, unlike the new low-line Bailey Approach Advance. It means it's something of a hike to get aboard. It's fairly Spartan inside too, but no less comfortable for it. And there's a decent level of specification that includes cab air conditioning and this rather nice sunroof. Combine that with the pale woods and the attractive upholstery and it makes for a very pleasant ambience inside here. Although it's a two-berth, there's seating for four with seat belts. However, if you've got really long legs like mine, I'd stick to these captain's chairs. Getting your legs behind the table leg can be a bit of a pain in the forward-facing ones. It's the little touches in this van that I really appreciate though. Touches that show that the designers understood how it would work in use. My favourite is in here. It's a great sized wardrobe, but it's got a corrugated rail top, which will stop the hangers sliding fore and aft when you're on the road. It's a cheap and easy fix, but it should work really well. There's not much in the way of food preparation space in the kitchen, so you'll have to keep the lids down on the sink and on the large 3-burner hob to get your chopping out the way before you start cooking. Otherwise though, we have few quibbles. There's a good sized fridge freezer, there's a combined oven and grill, and there's a couple of power sockets to complement the one in the lounge. I also really rather like the gas controls being sited here. They're protected by the worktop, but they're easily sited, which makes them safe and easy to use. It does mean, however, that you don't get a cutlery drawer. Instead, you get a little tray in the cupboard up here, which could be a bit of a pain in use. One other small quibble is that the awning light vents into this cupboard, so you won't want to keep anything in there that can't get warm. Cross to the other side of the van and the washroom shows further evidence of innovative thinking. Considering this van's compact dimensions, a fully lined separate shower might seem like wishful thinking. But simply swivel the loo out of the way, unlatch the panel that houses the sink, and it swings out to create a large plastic-lined shower cubicle. Brilliant! Not a first, but a fairly rare sight on a budget model. It's good to see there's also a drying rail for wet towels and an outlet for the Truma Combi 6 blown air heating in here too. You can tell that this van is aimed at the younger market because this bed takes a lot of getting onto. Once you do though, it's fantastic. It's genuinely massive. It's equipped with a pair of individual reading lights and there's a safety net that clips to the roof to stop you falling out. There's even a little second wardrobe underneath. My favourite thing, however, is this curtain. Ideal if you fancy an afternoon nap while your partner gets the dinner on. The transverse fixed bed floor plan is certainly nothing new. We've seen it before in the likes of the Eldis Accordo 125 and the Bailey Compact 520. But this Sunlight T60 definitely looks at the layout with new eyes. And the result is a van that packs a lot of space into its compact dimensions and at a very attractive price.